Wraiths. Horde fights He-Man by harnessing the power of the dark side. By enslaving magicians throughout the universe, he creates a sinister circle of mystics and uses their magical ways to aid in his quest for control. One of his many minions are the Horde Wraiths. Horde Wraiths made their first and only appearance in the episode The Power of Grayskull from the MYP reboot of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe animated series in 2003. The Horde Wraith comes in the standard Masters of the Universe Classics cardboard mailer box. It has the Masters of the Universe Classics logo at the top. Beneath that is the character's name, the Horde Wraith. On the side is nothing, on the back is nothing but legal text, on the other side is nothing, on the bottom is nothing, and on the top is nothing. Out of the mailer box, the Horde Wraith comes in the standard Masters of the Universe Classics blister card. At the top is the Masters of the Universe Classics logo. Below that is the figure nicely displayed with the lightning and green brick design. Below that is the evil Horde logo indicating which faction the Horde Wraith is a member of. Below that is the character's name, the Horde Wraith, sorcerer for the evil Horde. On the side is not much, but there is a yellow burst that indicates that the Horde Wraith is a collector's choice figure. On the other side is not much, but we do get a good look at his staff. On the back at the top is the Masters of the Universe Classics logo. Below that is a selection of other figures in the line. Hordak, the Horde Wraith itself, King Grayskull, Queen Grayskull, and Snake Armor He-Man. And again, no bio. Now let's free the Horde Wraith from his plastic prison. The Horde Wraith's sculpt is decent. The majority of the figure is brand new. Only his upper torso and shoulders are reused from the Masters of the Universe Classics buck. I don't like this seam on his hood. There is texture on his cape. It looks very nice. The sculpted texture continues on the back of his cape. The Horde logo looks good. His hands are sculpted very well. They are the best sculpted parts of this figure. They are highly detailed with a lot of wrinkles. His robe looks very weathered with a bunch of tears, rips, and holes. His cape also has lots of holes and tears. The holes and tears continue at the bottom of his robes. His armbands are actually sculpted and not just painted on. His wristbands are sculpted well. The look of the figure reminds me a lot of the Lord of the Rings Wraiths. The resemblance is undeniable. So overall, the Horde Wraith's sculpt is done well. The paint is pretty good on this guy. The red around the yellow of his eyes make them look like they are glowing. Down the front of his robes, there is a nice glossy black that really stands out amongst the matte black. On one arm, the armband is painted clean. Unfortunately, it's kind of sloppy on the other side. On one wristband, you can see the red has missed the right spot. His nails are painted well. The paint on the back of his cape looks pretty clean. Most of his robe is unpainted. It's pretty much the gray color it's molded in. For articulation, the Horde Wraith's head does rotate and goes all the way around, but it's difficult to do so. And it barely goes up and down. Its arm is hinged at the shoulder, and it goes up and down, and rotates and goes all the way around, hindered by the cape. Rotates at the bicep and goes all the way around. Bends at the elbow like so. Rotates at the elbow and goes all the way around. His hand rotates and goes all the way around. He has an ab crunch joint under his robe that goes forward and back, and a waist swivel that goes all the way around. The Horde Wraith's first accessory is this Horde staff. It has a nicely sculpted and painted Horde logo on the front. This nice blade on the handle, which is molded to fit his hand. I like the way this top portion is painted to make it look like realistic weathered metal. This back portion is made to look like the Horde crossbow. The bladed part is molded specifically to fit in his right hand only. As you can see, it's very difficult to put it in correctly, or I'm just not coordinated very well. I had to put it on off camera or else this video would be several hours long. His hands' main function are to look like spellcasting hands, so it makes them hard to grip the staff. It would have been better either to have one spell-casting hand and one gripping hand, or to have interchangeable hands. The other accessory is this translucent stand, which makes it look like the Horde Wraith is hovering. Unfortunately, once you place the figure on this stand, it's not coming off. That's why I couldn't show you how to assemble it. It comes in two parts, the base and the stick. Simply place the stick in the base and firmly press it into place. Then press the other end of the stick into the figure, and it stands the figure up just fine. I would have preferred that the stand be removable. For scale, the Horde Wraith stands at about 8.5 inches tall with the figure stand. And of course he doesn't have peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Standing the Horde Wraith next to average size Masters of the Universe Classics figures like King Grayskull and Hordak, you can see that the Horde Wraith is taller than both of them, and that's because of the stand. Standing the Horde Wraith next to 6-inch scale figures like DC Universe Classics Superman and Marvel Legends Spider-Man, of course the Horde Wraith is much taller. Even characters like my recently reviewed Masters of the Universe Classics Tuscador doesn't quite measure up to the Horde Wraith. Standing the Horde Wraith next to other members of the evil Horde, you can see he fits in well with the rest of them. You can easily tell that they all are part of the same faction. The Horde Wraith will look great on your evil Horde shelf. He is an army builder and would look even better with a few more to really fill out your Horde army. Just for fun, I took the magic effects from a Marvel Legends Doctor Strange comic book figure and placed them on the Horde Wraith. They fit on his wrists just fine and they look great. So overall, the Horde Wraith is a good figure. The negatives are that the figure stand is not removable, his staff does not fit in his hand very well, some of the paint is sloppy. In my opinion, as an army builder, he should have came in a 2 or a 3-pack. The positives is that the sculpt is well done. The hands look amazing and the robe is great. The articulation is good and he helps build our Horde army. So my final grade for the Horde Wraith is a B-. I'm Tony Beers. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and by the power of Grayskull, I have the power! This video is sponsored by the Crazy Kings of Toys. Check them out for all your toy needs and find out why they are so crazy. Find them on eBay, Bricklink, and Facebook. Links are in the description. For more Toxic Pop, visit our website at toxicpop1.wixsite.com/toxicpop. Email us at toxicpop1@gmail.com and check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/toxicpop1 and Instagram at instagram.com/wearetoxicpop. Links are in the description.